Hey everyone, welcome back to another video and welcome if you are new. So in today's video I decided to do a inspired nail set by Tabitha Scott on YouTube and Instagram, where I saw her do a kind of cheetah print design and it was really colorful and I really wanted to try it out for this video. So I'm going to start off with some nail prep today because I haven't done this in a while, so my cuticles were kind of growing on like my nail plate. So here I am just using a cuticle pusher and just pushing everything back, and then I'm going to use my e-file today and also further just push them back, I guess, and also remove whatever is on the nail plate. So I'm using the ball bit from Macart, and I'm also using the JD700 e-file. I've been using this e-file for quite a long time now and it's really good. So I'm just going at a super low speed and I'm just gently removing what is there. I've learned from my mistake where I used to like really go over the area multiple times, and then after a couple days I would see like this red line. So I've stopped doing that now, but yeah, it's something I used to do and I thought I'd just really be cleaning my nail plate really well, but I think that just ended up damaging it because it went red. So I'm only going over like once or twice, and then I'm clipping away the excess skin and filing any nail growth that I have. And then I'm also buffing the nails using a buffing block. This is just going to make sure that my nails are oil free for the nail set I'm going to do. So before you apply anything else to your nails, you want to remove the dust. And today I will be applying a peel off base coat because I do want to pop these nails off straight after. So this is the UNT or Aunt peel off base coat, and I like to apply this really thin. I feel like when you apply a thick layer, the nails kind of pop off as you file them, which is super annoying. So just apply a very thin layer, and as that is drying, I'm gonna just quickly pull out my nail tips. These are the extra long nail tips from Amazon and I really love these tips. Next, I'm just gonna pull out my nail scissors and I'm just quickly going to be cutting down some of the nail tips just because some of these are a little big for me. As you can see, I had run out of the sizes I usually use. So now I'm applying base coat. This is really important when doing polygel nails because the polygel needs something sticky to adhere to. So applying a sticky base coat really helps, and this is the base coat from Macart, and I'm just curing this in my little mini lamp. And I've been loving to apply my base coat in the wells of the tips before I apply them all. So I like to do that, and then I just apply them all in one go rather than doing them individually. So here you can see me using the little light. It's super easy to use this light to like glue on your nail tips. So I basically just hold the nail tip down at my free edge and then kind of hold it under the light, and then that will cure the gel in place, and therefore your tips will be stuck on there really well. So today I did not want to go too short. I wanted to keep the nails kind of long, I would say. So I only took down a little bit, and then I'm making sure to buff the shine of the nail. And make sure you do this very well, especially when applying your polygel, because again, you want something for the base coat that you're going to apply to stick onto really well. So I found that adding a thicker base coat when doing polygel nails actually helps them to stay on longer. I don't know if this is true or if it's a thing or if it's just the formula of this particular base coat, but I've noticed that it actually really helps. So I did that and cured that for 60 seconds, and now I'm going in with my favorite nude from Macart, a Siesta, and I'm just gonna use the 2-bead method on this one finger. I don't know why I use the 2-bead method on only one finger, but that's what I'm doing for only this one, and the rest I'm just gonna use like the 1 bead just because I felt like I wanted to work a little bit faster. So with this method, I find that you can easily build up your apex, and I feel like this is a great technique for beginners who maybe are just like learning how to apply polygel, because you can kind of use the first layer to build like a bit of a structure, and then when you go in with your second bead, you can really use that to build on top of your structure and perfect that kind of apex area, I guess. So My goal with this first layer is just to get it as even and as flat as possible. Try not to make this layer too thin though, because you do need this to be like your foundation, I guess. You need it to be a little bit thick. So that's what it looks like. And then I'm curing that in my little light for 60 seconds. And then as you can see, when I apply the second bead, I try to apply a thick bead at the cuticle area so that when I am patting that in place, I can work around that thick bead and then create my apex. So just try to apply this layer not as thick as your first layer, but just thick enough at the cuticle to build your apex, if that makes sense. Because if you apply this layer too thick as well, you might end up with a really bulky nail and no structure. So make sure to concentrate that thickness just where the cuticle area / apex area would be. And then for the rest of the nail, I'm kind of evening out / spreading out that polygel just to make sure it's super even at this point. And that's what it looks like. So now I'm just going to cure that for another 60 seconds. And I also thought it would be a good time to try out this Rosalind polygel that I've been sent. And this polygel is super pretty. It's like a jelly with a bunch of iridescent pieces in there. And unfortunately, this polygel was kind of thick / hard to work with for me. So I ended up like removing quite a bit of this, as you can see, because I feel like it was so hard to get flat because it was so hard to push down that I'd rather just add less. And by the end of the video, I realized I needed even less, so you'll see why that happens. But for the other nails, I'm gonna basically apply significantly less compared to this one because I realized I just didn't need that much anyway. So yeah, that polygel I also got with another polygel that I used in my previous video, and that one was really nice, but I feel like because this one was a glitter polygel, it was a bit stiff. So yeah, that polygel is available on Amazon, and I do like that it is like a nice big 60 ml tube. So this is really nice for those people, or maybe nail tubers who have like a bunch of polygel kits and just don't need like the extra stuff like the base coats and the files. So it's really nice to just be able to buy individual polygels without having to pay the extra price for the other bits that you may not need. So definitely check that polygel out on Amazon. I will have it linked down below, and they also have like a bunch of other colors. It's not just the two that I used. So yeah, definitely check them out. And I do have a discount code. I will link it down below because I can't remember it off the top of my head. So here I'm just using the one bead method, and this was pretty easy for me to do. I feel like I'm a bit more experienced with polygel, so I feel like I can easily do this method. But if you are a beginner, I would recommend the 2 bead. There's no harm in trying the 1 bead, but I feel like with the 1 bead, you need to know how much like pressure to apply, because I feel like if you apply too much pressure on such a thick layer, you'll end up creating a really flat nail with no structure. Discount code with my card, it's Nails by Camin for 15% off their entire website, and this one is an affiliate link, so I do make a small commission every time you use my code. So I will have that link down below so that you guys can maybe try out some Macabre products if you're looking to try anything. I've also done a bunch of reviews on like many other Macabre products on my YouTube channel, so if you want to check those out, you can definitely have a look through my videos. But as I'm finishing off this nail set, I was thinking if I should encapsulate the glitter nails, and I was really not wanting to because I was a little bit in a hurry today, and I also felt like the surface, my polygel that I applied, like the surface was pretty smooth, so I felt like if I just gently filed, I could get away with having still some of that glitter there and not like having all of it be removed. So I thought I would try it, and it actually worked out well. So if you are planning to recreate this set, I would probably encapsulate, but I just didn't in this video. But if I wasn't in a hurry, I usually would. So yeah, I am going to be filing these with the like glitter on top without any clear, but it still worked out fine in the end. I'm pretty happy with the end result. So as you can see on this nail, I added a bit too much, and it always makes me sad when I apply too much polygel, but luckily I still had the thumb to do, so this piece of polygel did not go to waste, and I did just transfer it straight over. But you will see in the end actually that I did waste a little bit, and I got so sad because I don't like wasting my polygel, especially my nudes, which I use so much. So yeah, try to apply as much as you will need. And again, with the 2-bead method, I feel like when you apply your first layer and you have used too much, it's always great to be able to use that excess to build your second layer. So yeah, that's also another reason why I sometimes will use the 2-bead method when like I'm not sure how much polygel to apply. So yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys watch the polygel application, and then I'll pop back in after that's done. So now that I'm finally done, I did cure the nails for 60 seconds in my bigger nail light, and then I'm wiping away the sticky layer. I did this really well today because the glitter polygel was actually quite sticky for some reason. And don't forget to get the underneaths of the nail as well. And this is what the nails are looking like so far. And then I'm going to go in with my hand file, and this is the 100 grit hand file from Leopard. and I really have been loving these files so much. I feel like I'm getting such a good shape with these, and there's like a nice new fresh file. So yeah, I'm just going to use that to shape my nails, go on the sidewalls, and then go over the surface. And I tried not to file too much on the surface. Again, didn't want to remove too much of that glitter, but yeah, I feel like it worked out pretty okay in the end. And also don't forget to buff the nails. Here I'm just quickly buffing, and now I'm just wiping away the dust. I forgot to remove the dust with a dust brush, and like it got all over my little tissue that I was using here, and it made my nails even more dusty. So yeah, I did go and wash my hands with soap actually, but I didn't show it. And now I'm going in with my top coat. I'm going in with the Makat top coat because this one is like really nice and thin, so I didn't want to create like a bulky nail. But you'll see me use a different top coat at the end of the video, something a little bit thicker. And here I am just top coating. It was really satisfying to see the glitter come out. The thumb was the only finger where I felt too much of that glitter polygel away, but it was okay. So now we're gonna go into the nail design. I am really happy that I have these Madam Glam gel paints. Honestly, these gel paints have always worked so well for me, and I only use them occasionally. I really try to use these only when I feel like I really need them. And these were also quite expensive as well. I'm really grateful that Madam Glam did send me these, and if you guys want to try these out for yourself, then you can use my discount code CAMIN30 for 30% off. And this one is not an affiliate link, so it's just for you guys to enjoy. And I'm using the applicator brush to basically kind of create a little ombre on the nail. So on one side of the brush I pick up one color, and on the other side I will pick up a different color, and I will kind of do a little stroking motion on my little resin plate here so that it kind of starts to create a little blend of the colors. Unfortunately, I didn't have a hot pink gel paint, but I had this gel polish, so I ended up using that. And as you can see here, I put too much pressure on the brush and it ended up wiping away a lot of that color. So a little tip with using this method would be to use a very light hand, because you don't want to like swipe away the product, the color, if that makes sense. So try to go very light-handed. And here I'm using my Glitter Bells ombre brush. Really love this brush, and I'm just using that to kind of blend the colors up. I also have the Madam Glam ombre brush, which is really good, but I couldn't find it for this video, so that's the one I'll be linking down below because it's really good. And I wanted to dedicate this video a little bit more towards these gel paints and Madam Glam products, so I will just link them below. And as you can see, these gel paints and these brushes just work a dream because they're so pigmented. I didn't feel like I needed 2 coats or anything. I did have to 2 coat the hot pink gel polish that I had because that one wasn't part of the gel paint, so it was a little thin. But yeah, as you can see, super pigmented. Really love these, not patchy at all, and they blend super well. So once I did that, I cured all the colors for 60 seconds, and then I'm going in with the inspo pick. Of course, I tried to recreate it as much as I could. Honestly, this part was kind of tricky. I was trying to get the colors not to like merge together when doing this, so yeah, but I'm just speeding this up because it took me forever to do this. I was like trying to recreate it as much as I could, and it was just, I don't know, I was struggling a little bit. I know it's just like dots, I guess, but I don't know, I was kind of struggling. Maybe I was just tired because this set did take me a while. Yeah, here I am just trying to use like colors that kind of stand out from the background, some really bright opposite kind of colors, and I think this worked out super well. Of course, I tried, this is all from the inspo pick. I might have changed a couple colors up, I'm not sure, but most of it was the design from the inspo pick. And here I am just using my dotting tool. I recommend using a larger dotting tool for this because otherwise the small one will take you forever. And then I've cured that for 60 seconds, don't forget to cure. And then I'm going in with the black gel paint and the smaller end of the dotting tool, and I'm using that to create these leopard or cheetah print like spots, like the little black marks around the colors. And then I'm also doing these little dots, I guess, these little marks. And that's pretty much it for the design. It was kind of simple, but for some reason it took me long. I think it's because the gel paint was so pigmented. After every color I had to really like wash out my brush with the rubbing alcohol. I think that's what took me the longest. Like I could show you guys my little tissue on the side. It was like super drenched with colors and I had to keep replacing it, but it was really worth it in the end. Like I said, these gel paints are super pigmented and I absolutely love them. They're such good quality. They are a bit pricey, quite pricey actually, but you know, if you want to try out some really good, high quality, super pigmented gel paints, then I don't see why not. So here I am adding the Madam Glam No Wipe Top Coat. This is a nice thicker consistency one and it helps kind of mask the little unevenness from the gel polish. And then I cure this for 60 seconds. And then I'm applying some cuticle oil. My nails really needed it after this nail set. And I'm just rubbing that in really well as well afterwards. And this is the finished nail look. I'm really happy with how these nails turned out. I think they're so colorful and beautiful and fun for spring. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you, Tabitha Scott, if I'm pronouncing your name right, for your inspiration. I really love these and I will be tagging you on Instagram and uploading these nails to Instagram. So don't forget to check me out there and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.